Good day, students. I hope you are healthy and wise. Students, we have studied something from matrix. Now another topic is started today, and that chapter is chapter number 5. It is limits and continuity. In NCERT, this one is given in chapter number 5. If you observe there, so it is limits and continuity. First at all, before starting this chapter, it is better for we to discuss about what is limits and what is continuity. As we know, limits means something is restricted. Continuity means there is no any breakage. No break is there. It goes continuously. So two terms are there, limits and continuity. So today our topic is based on or focused on limits and continuity. First at all, we have to understand what the meaning of limit is there. Without knowing limit and continuity, we cannot solve such type of questions. So for that purpose, it is compulsory for you to understand the meaning of limits. So let us start our topic about limits. It is associated with a function. Whether the function is continuous or discontinuous, we have to decide it on the basis of certain criteria. What are those criteria? Basically, we have to examine left hand limits, right hand limits, and we compare left hand limit and right hand limits to the value of function on that particular criteria. A certain point, we will take a certain point. On that point, we have to examine what value of function is there. In the same sequence, we have to examine what value of left hand limit is there and what is the value of right hand limits. Suppose left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, and that is equal to the value of function, then this function will be called continuous function. If left hand limit is not equal to right hand limits, so certainly we can say the given function is discontinuous. So we have to examine continuity. One more example can be given. Suppose a bulb is glowing and it is connected with wire. Why is the bulb glowing? Because continuous flow of electrons are there. There is no any breakage. At every point they are interconnected and the electrons are flowing. On this way, this circuit is on circuit. When it is closed, suppose a breakage is there, so flow of electron would not be there, their path will be disturbed, and that's why the glowing of bulb will be stopped at once. It will be checked. The same sense is here in understanding the continuity and discontinuity of a function with respect to a certain point. That point will be sometimes given and sometimes we try to suppose. So how to examine this? let us take an example, and these examples are noted down here. With the help of this example, we will try to solve those questions which are related to limits. So firstly we have to understand what is limiting value, what is the restricted value, what is undefined function, what is undefined terms. So many factors are there we have to study in this chapter. So try to understand by taking the examples. Now follow here. It is given here function. A function is given f in bracket x. This is a function in terms of variable x, and this is given here x square minus 1 upon x minus 1. You may observe here, this one is numerator and this one is denominator. Suppose a numerator is there and denominator, so certainly the value of denominator must not be equal to 0. Anything upon 0 is what? That is infinity, and infinity is undefined. We cannot define it. So it means what? X minus 1. If x minus 1 is equal to 0, if x minus 1 is equal to 0, it will be something upon 0, and that will not be defined. So function is not defined when the value of x minus 1 is equal to 0. It means what? We have not to take, if x minus 1 is equal to 0, it means what? X equals 1. If we put here x equals 1 here, so this function will not be defined here. It means the value of x is not taken a 1, it will be taken limited to 1, extended to 1. The value of x will be taken just approaching to 1, not exactly 1. You may understand why is it not equal to 1. If you take 1, so this function will be undefined, because something upon 0, and that will be undefined. So we have not to take the value of x exactly equal to 1. It means we have to take approaching to 1. Now approaching to 1 means one value is there which is greater than 1, and it is approaches to 1. You may observe exactly 1 will not be taken. It means some quantity of x will be taken that is greater than 1, and by step we try to reduce the value of x, but not exactly equal to 1, approaching to 1. Similarly, we have to take right one greater value and left one smaller value. The smaller value is started from, suppose from here, one value here, one value, this one is increases. If less than 1 is taken, so this value will be increases. And after increasing, it will be approaches to 1, not exactly 1, it will be approaches to 1. Try to understand what meaning is there. Exactly 1 will not be taken. If exactly 1 is not taken, it means the value will be extended to 1, approaches to 1. The value of x will be taken just approaching to 1, means from greater quantity we approaches our journey towards 1, from lower quantity less than 1 we approaches to 1. Both the processes are there, and from both the process we just try to approach up to 1, not exactly 1. To see what happens, suppose this one is factorized, so this one is complete square of x, and this one is complete square of 1. Now this one is in the form of a square minus b square, and you know a minus b and a plus b. If a square minus b square is there, so that can be factorized, and what will be factors? In a bracket it will be a plus b, in second bracket it will be a minus b. By using that, what will be there? In a bracket it will be x plus 1, in second bracket it will be x minus 1. Now numerator is factorized here, it is x plus 1, x minus 1, and further what will be there? This one is upon x minus 1. You may observe here, what is the result here? After simplifying, this x minus 1 cancel to this x minus 1. You may observe here, both numerator and denominators are containing similar factor, that's why both will be cancelled. You may observe, why are these cancelled here? What is the reason? Because same factor is numerator and same factor is in denominator. So both are cancelled here. What is remaining here? It is x plus 1. You may observe here, x plus 1. Now, since the value of x minus 1 is not equal to 0, I explained the reason. What reason is there? If we take x minus 1, so this function will not be defined, because something upon 0 equals infinite, and infinite cannot be defined here. That's why the value of x minus 1 is not equal to 0. You may observe here. Now, on the basis of this, approaching to 1, one value will be greater than 1, approaches to 1, and second value of x will be what? Less than 1 and approaching to 1. You may observe, one table is here, the value of x is mentioned here, and this one is the value of function. So fx equals, after simplified, it is x plus 1. So in a first column we have to mention the value of x, in second column we have to mention the value of fx. How can we, if we change the value of x, so ultimately the value of fx will be changed. It means the value of function will depend upon the value of x. Since x is variable, so on the basis of different value of x, it will be different value of fx. That's why if we change the value of x, the value of fx is also changed. Now see which values are being taken. So we have to take less than 1. So we have to taken here 0.5 is less than 1, 0.6 is also less than 1, 0.7 is also less than 1, 0.8 less than 1, 0.9 less than 1, 0.91 also less than 1, 0.99 less than 1, dot 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 0.999 less than 1. Means we are taking all those values which are little less than 1 but not equal to 1. This is the value of x. See, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 0.91, dot 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 0.99, dot 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 0.999. It means this value is extending to or approaching to 1, not exactly 1, it is approaching to 1. To see, the value is approaching to 1, so what value of fx is here? You may observe, if we take 0.5 in the place of x, it will be 1 more than the value of x. So 1 more than 0.5, what will be there? It will be 1.5. 0.6, so the value of fx will be 1 more than 0.6, so it will be 1.6. 0.7, it will be 1.7. 0.8, it will be 1.8. If value of x is 0.9, value of fx is 1.9. If this one is 0.91, the value of fx is 1.91. If the value of x is 0.99, it is means the value of function will be 1.99. 0.999 is the value of x. Then what value of fx is there? 1.999. At this point, see, the value of x approaches from smaller to approaching to 1, not exactly 1. As a result, what is happening? It is remarkable here, the value of x is approaching to 1. By the same way, the value of fx is approaching to 2. See, 1.999. So this one is, if approximate value of this one is taken, so this one is approaching to 2. What meaning is there? If x is extended to 1, the value of f also is extended to 2. It is approaching to 2, and the value of x is approaching to 1. Clear? Now all these values are less than 1, and all these values of x are taken from less than 1, and all these values are which side? In left hand side of 1, because exactly 1 cannot be taken, the value of x. So all these values which are taken here are less than 1, and all these values are left hand side of this given value 1, because this one is restricted. We cannot take the value of 1 exactly. Limited value of 1 will be taken. Approaching value of 1 will be taken, not exactly 1. See, now some values are greater than 1. To see the condition, 1.9 is greater than 1, 1.8, 1.7, 1.8, 6, 1.5, 1.11, 1.01, 1.001, 1.00001. All these values are, it is started from 1.9, and just it is approaching to which value? 1. And all these values are right side of 1 or left hand side of 1. You may observe it is right side up, because greater values are always right hand side and smaller values are left hand side to 1. So when these greater values are extending to 1 or approaching to 1, see the value of fx, it is 1 more than the value of x. If 1 more than 1.9, it will be 2.9, this one 2.8, 2.7, 2.6, 2.5, dot dot dot, 2.1, 2.01, 2.001, dot dot dot, 2.00001. It means what? If the value of x is approaching to 1, the value of fx is approaching to 2. See, approximately 2. In this box also, you may observe, when the value of x is approaching to 1, the value of fx is also approaching to 2. The same condition is here. The value of x is approaching to 1, so the value of fx is approaching to 2. In both the tables, whether it is of left hand side or of right hand side, if the value is approaching to 1, the value of fx is approaching to which one? That is approaching to 2. So here, if x approaches to 1 or x extended to 1, then the value of fx is extending to 2, approximately 2. But fx is not defined when x equal to 1. I told you, if x equal to 1, it is undefined. The division is possible only when the x minus 1 is not equal to 0. The conditional, it is the condition, means 1 will not be taken. The value of x will not be taken 1. It means near about 1 value will be taken, either less than 1 or greater than 1. So this one is all for greater than 1, and all this table is meant for less than 1. So these are the value of left hand side and these are the value of right hand side. But we see the last line, this line and this one. The value of x is approaching to 1. The value of fx is approaching to 2. Here also the value of x is approaching to approximately 1. The value of function is approaching to which value? It is approaching to 2 also. So same condition is there here and here. It means what? If x is extended to 1, then the value of fx is approaching to 2. This 2 is called limiting value. What is called? Limiting value. But fx is not defined when x equal to 1, because that will be infinite and that cannot be defined. So how can we express in the language of mathematics? Limit x extend to 1 means 1 is not taken, approximately approaching value of 1 is being taken. Then what value of function is obtained here? It is obtained approaching to 2. So this 2 is called limiting value of this function. And what limit is there? Limit x extend to 1 means if the value of x is extending to 1, not exactly 1, then the value of function, if this one is extending to 1, the value of fx is approaching to 2. So limit x extend to 1, fx, that will be equal to 2, and this 2 is known as what? Approaching value or limiting value. This 2 is obtained by limiting, and what limit is there? Limit x extend to 1 means not equal to 1, it will be taken just approaching to 1, then the value of function is 2. By this way the concept of limit comes. Limit, this one will be noted down, lim, dot will be there, and just below x extend to 1, see x extend to 1, then what value of fx is there? Here also 2, here approaching to 2, so this is equal to 2. This one is limiting value. In general form, how can we define this limiting value and so on? So symbolically, in general form, if a function fx is approaches to L means here it is 2. Suppose a function fx is there, approaches to L, here it is approaching to 2, here it approaches, suppose it is approaches to not 2, it is approaching to L. When x approaches to A, here x is approaching to 1. But suppose x approaches to A, we say that L is limiting value of function fx. It means what? Limit x extend to A, function of x equal to L. This one is limiting value. See, here in this condition the value of L is 2, you may observe here, but it will not be always 2, other functions are there. So suppose a general function fx is approaching to L, means limiting value is there, L. When x approaches to A, here x approaches to 1, and here x approaches to A, we say L is a limiting value of fx. And how can it be denoted? Limit x extend to A, when the value of x is extending to A, the value of function is equal to L. This is the way to represent this limited form, this limit.